Hello everyone, Empty Night here. Welcome back to my Dragon Age Origins Let's Play. Next. Play. No. Next.
I've a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
Yeah. Does it expire then?
Not precisely. I said I would serve you until you saw fit to release me. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong?
No.
Could I? And what if I didn't wish to leave?
Always a friend.
Indeed. I might even be glad to call myself such, come to think of it. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Yep. Let's see. That one I think is. Where's the key? I need to. Come on, better. I really hate the cooldown sometimes.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his
Inventory.
forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return.
Hello there, Caitlin.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
You're not bothering me.
I shouldn't be such a crybaby. With Mother gone now, I have to be brave. I can't help myself. I'm so frightened. Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere. And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Yeah. I'll look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him. I'm so scared, Father.
Okay.
What are we going to do?
Silence, girl. You want...
Out we go then.
What is that?
As you like.
Fish? And something else. Oh, more fish.
Fishy.
We don't have the
Still
menu.
no sign of them coming back from the castle.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
Yeah. Still didn't hear that.
We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
That's good. The survival rate of ingrates is remarkably low, so I hear.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Have I?
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
Am I? What can I do?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk.
Joy.
If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Fun.
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Not much.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray
And-
and hope for a miracle.
And see, let's see. After but you
Yes.
and journal and okay. I thought I'd talk to him, but apparently not. Let's go to the store.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Great. I think that none of us have sufficient skill to, you know, lockpick. Is in here, man?
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's
Really?
nothing left.
Yeah. Oh,
I am. Alright, just don't destroy anything, damn you.
that's why I want the high persuade thing.
So, I open the door. I've got nothing of value for you. The militia's taken whatever I had. So if you're here to beat on a sad old man, then all I ask is you get on with it. I don't have much to live for as it is.
I need to worry.
Is that so? Then talk then.
Yeah. Need to
Why
have.
should I help Murdoch when he won't help me? Hmm? My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
I wish we could
It'd
go
do
there.
me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
Yeah. What about the militia?
If you look for Valena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
Yeah. I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damned thing, and I didn't believe him either. I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I promise.
We will do our best. Please believe us, friend.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Is this a promise we will not keep?
What's this?
I said nothing to you, human.
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the
Chopped his head off.
forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by
Okay.
nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Okay then. And of course, Stan disapproves.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over a drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantig and the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
Okay. Yeah.
I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
Yep. Anything else I can do?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Tell me about
He's
this.
a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Carry on, Ben.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
Let's go talk to the dwarf then.
It has begun.
Yeah. Ooh. Hello? Knock on the door. Very quick knock. Fun! Fun!
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Oh. Get to it, boyfriend.
You know what? In the interest of keeping my face from bursting into flame, I think I will. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now, kindly tell me why you're here.
I think for Quinani sword.
You broke into my house for that?
Surrender the blade before I lose patience, dwarf.
So it's your sword. Farron didn't mention he took it off a live giant.
Yeah. How much do you want it for?
I'll let it go for 6 sovereigns. The number's got a nice sound to it, don't you think?
Does that feel life?
If that's all you want, sure. Now, why don't you take your sword and leave?
Yeah. And
So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town. So, that's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go. If you want me out there so badly.
yeah. Thank you.
Don't thank me. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this because of you. Go tell Murdoch he won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
Yeah, no, probably not the best way to do it, but still. Anyway, now do I have it? Then weapons. Gifts. Then sword.
Strange. I had almost forgotten it. Completion. Are you sure you are a Grey Warden? I think you must be an Ashkari to find a single lost blade in a country at war.
What will you do now?
My sword is in my hand again. I should put it to use. And I could deliver a much more satisfying answer to the Arishok's question if the Blight were ended. Don't you agree?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Then lead the way.
Yeah. Anyway, then approves of that. Good. I finally got his sword back.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
Yeah. Going.
Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it. There's not much time before sundown. You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Stop fidgeting.
I don't like being out here, Dwin. The mayor's giving me the evil eye.
Next. 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 Oh, right. Where's the mill? It's up here, isn't it?
Sten is not a name, is it?
Do you always begin conversations this way?
It's your rank, is it not? I have met a few Kunari in Antiva, you know. Not much for conversation, but some of them are quite easy on the eyes.
Those are not Kunari.
No? They are what then? Very large dwarfs with comical accents?
They wear the faces of Kunari, but they are Tal Vashoth, fiends of Saheron. They have abandoned the Qun.
With titles like your own, though. Which makes me curious, what is your name then?
Sten is enough.
But it is not your name.
It is who I am.
Okay, hello, Zappath.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you. Is my lord sufficient?
I'm happy.
As you wish, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Yeah. Something about that.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him. We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
So no one else.
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks. The Owl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told. We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Alessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish. Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things.
Possibly.
The thought chills my blood.
Something else?
As you wish.
Help.
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Anything else?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Okay. Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Okay, down we go then.
Shall be done.
And then you go. Well, at least we've got Stan's sword back.
You are a stranger amongst us, and a mage, I see. Yet you still defend our home in its darkest hour. We are grateful.
Are we? You tell our mage.
Do not fear. I am not about to raise a rabble against you. I am sure your magic will prove valuable before the day is out. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
Surely this cannot be the entire village. These few are all who are left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task? I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power. He refuses to accept there is no such thing. I am no mage, and the Maker will not intervene with his power no matter how strong one's faith may be.
Okay. I think we can go home.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
That's basically alright.
Indeed. I know Sepath means well, but I will not lie to him about something so important.
I like blessing.
Of course, child. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
Okay. Let's go back and talk to him, Ben. Now I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Let's go talk to you, Ben.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal. Although we are far better equipped than Murdoch and his villagers, we knights are too few. Things will be grim after sundown. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain, but we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands. There is still time before the sun goes down. If you have not yet spoken to Murdoch, or if there is anything you have planned...
Yeah, I'm ready now.
Good luck to you then, and may the Maker watch over us all.
Anyway, we're going to fight off a zombie army. Ooh, it's night time.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
Okay then. I do know who charged Olivia. Bad anyway. Not me to set you on fire. Right now. Oh, it's loaded free.
Dawn arrives, and we survive the night. We are victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, good sir. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
Yeah. I have something to
Let
say.
us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe.
Murdoch of Redcliffe, Mayor and beloved father, we salute you.
You and so many others who have perished here, walk with he who is your Maker. Long may you know the peace of his love.
So be it.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Okay then. I think... save game. I'll end this episode here. I'll be seeing you next time.